Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. And while everybody's distracted by what's going on in the world, BRICS is getting their digital payment system off the ground. The emergence of BRICS Pay, a digital payment system from the BRICS Economic Alliance, has sparked a fierce reaction from the U.S. Central Bank, guys. This one courtesy of Michael Branch. Here's what's happening with BRICS Pay. The global financial landscape is undergoing a radical transformation, as we all know, and the Fed is not taking a back seat. Now, I don't know if you guys caught this morning's video. I will link it up here if you guys didn't catch it. But I was talking about a little bit. I was talking about the Fed getting ready, being poised for what is happening. Now, the article made it sound like they were looking at what banks were doing domestically. But, when it comes to fintech technology, so I guess I should give you more context. And if you really want to get the full picture, watch the video. They're talking about it in terms of, they were framing it in terms of crypto and DLT technology and moving towards private fintechs, looking at what they're doing in the space when it comes to, the global banking system. Well, here they're saying now the Fed is not taking a back seat. So I have a feeling that a lot of this probably goes together. The emergence of BRICS Pay, a digital payment system from the BRICS Economic Alliance, has sparked a fierce reaction from the U.S. Central Bank. Now, we have Michael Barr, okay, who was on the board of Ripple. Now he's working for the Federal Reserve. He's opened up about the status of a potential digital dollar and the direction the Fed might recommend the U.S. Central Bank. Currently, the Fed has not made any official recommendations regarding this. However, they're learning from both domestic and international experimentation that this could still be on the table. The BRICS Economic Alliance, though, with its BRICS Pay system, is driving significant developments from the digital financial sector, and the Fed is paying close attention. So it could be that, because all these other countries, specifically the BRICS Alliance, considering they are moving fast and furiously, that instead of having the luxury of kind of sitting back, the Fed might now have to be reactionary and decide, okay, well, now that these guys are doing this, we kind of have to do X, Y, and Z in order to keep up. And this is exactly where we didn't want to be. We didn't want to have to be playing catch up. However, because of the way government is being run and what the SEC is doing and, crypto regulation in the US is being mired in a lot of nonsensical blah, 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 we have what we have and we are where we are. And what's the outcome going to be? Well, I guess we're going to have to see. So the BRICS Economic Alliance is looking to expand. So the countries in the BRICS Alliance are even growing. Its quest for a multipolar world has gained momentum, putting pressure on the U.S. to respond strategically. With the launch of BRICS Pay, the U.S. Central Bank is contemplating the development of its own digital dollar. And so Michael Barr, representing the Fed, acknowledges the importance of understanding rapid technology advancements in the sector, both domestically and internationally. Well, I would hope so, considering he was an advisor on Ripple's board. Learning from both the domestic and international experimentation can aid decision makers in understanding how we can best support responsible innovation that safeguards the safety and efficiency of the U.S. payment system, Barr asserts. So down here, it just goes on with more context regarding the BRICS nations and what's going on sociopolitically with regards to, the global economy with oil and, the wars that are going on. But, really, it's now the U.S. Central Bank's move. It's all about the Fed trying to figure out, what does the U.S. do now to respond? And so, we're lucky we at least have Michael Barr there. Like I said, once an advisor on the board of Ripple. And so I guess we've still yet to see what the Fed is going to do, how they are going to react. They do have some, options in the chamber that they can use, domestically a CBDC or internationally a CBDC or a combination thereof. They have not been not working with CBDC. It's not like they've been ignoring it altogether, but the reactionary nature of this, it seems very un-American to me, to be honest. Nevertheless, that's what's happening. Thank you to Michael for posting that. Now, Flip the Chain posted this interview with Jay Anson. He's from the Palau Ministry of Finance. And we know Palau and Ripple have been working together to create a central bank digital currency on the XRP ledger. And more developments have occurred since then, guys. I just wanted to play you a clip with regards to offline transactions and real use cases that are happening right now in Palau, guys. Listen to this.
So I imagine the part that the transaction was low. Did you guys talk to Ripple? Because Ripple has a way of doing transactions offline. So something that I wanted to throw out there so you can talk to them, and thereby the people will not need Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Do you know about that?
Yes.
What do you think about contacting them and asking them about that?
Yeah, we looked at that in the beginning, and so we one of the challenges in the beginning was was retailer selection, like vendor selection for the pilot. And we realized right away, even the larger retailers, we looked at like the mix. Where do we want people to spend money and see value? And so we looked at the three largest retailers on the island. One of them, two of them have gas stations. So we're like, oh, we can have the digital residents. They have the ability to go and gas up their boat at the marine gas station, and then another one, they can put gas in their cars. Gas is like $7, $7.50 a gallon in Palau right now. It's very expensive.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And so but then when we talk to the retailers, they don't have Wi-Fi at those locations. And so when so working with the wallet vendors, like, how long will this take? And okay, we just need and will having an offline wallet add value to proving the use cases? Like, is it going to help us with the goals of the pilot? In the end, it didn't. So we went with the retailers that had Wi-Fi at their locations, so that we could go ahead and run through the use case and the solution design to proof the concept. One of the lessons learned is the next wallet definitely has to have an offline feature, because one of the big where I think the wallet would be very, very beneficial is those smaller mom and pop retailers and the market, where you have local vendors who go and they sell arts and crafts, local food, you name it, and they don't they're not big enough to really, it's not cost effective for them to take credit cards or a PayPal or Square or something where they're taking a 3% or more fee off of the money they make. And those vendors, they use, they're going with their little metal boxes so that they can collect cash.
I'm going to stop the clip there. I mean, we keep getting, I guess, progress reports from the island nation of Palau. Jay Anson is our guy over there. But I mean, you can see they're still trying to figure out the kinks too. It's not a perfect system yet. There's the offline capability that needs to be improved. And you got to think, in these island nations, there might be hurricanes, storms, right, that knock out power. So to be able to have offline capabilities for these XRP ledger transactions, for example, that is going to be important moving forward. So I wanted to thank Flip the Chain and Mary Cruz. Not sure who she is, but obviously this was her interview, so I wanted to thank her and give her credit for that interview. Dark Horse here on Twitter posting this. Okay, Ripple partner ACI Worldwide has released a list alternative payments allowed around the world by each country. It's interesting how they use BTC and Ethereum and quote Rocket Fuel Inc. for crypto payments already in play. But check this out, guys. Ripple partner ACI Worldwide bringing up these international payment methods. So of course, a lot of this is going to happen through virtual currencies. They do mention Bitcoin and Ethereum, probably for legal reasons, not wanting to commit to other cryptocurrencies that do not have the regulatory clarity yet. But do note, many Ripple partners on this list: American Express, MasterCard, and Visa, just to name a few of the more obvious ones. We also have Alipay, that's a Ripple partnered wallet through the Tencent connection. And not only that, guys, dLocal down here for cash payments and online transfers. dLocal, a big Ripple partner and has been for quite some time now. So Ripple partner ACI Worldwide also just mentioning this from their document, and they quoted Rocket Fuel. So crypto and bank payments done right. This is from the Rocket Fuel website. We move money. Rocket Fuel uses modern blockchain and crypto technologies to optimize how people and companies move money between each other. So just giving us the lowdown here, pretty basic stuff. But you can focus on growing your business without worrying about crypto volatility. Our guaranteed $100 for your 100 product settlement. So that is the no crypto volatility risk. How do you do that, guys? Well, on DLT technology. And, as Brad Garlinghouse has said, to avoid the risk of volatility for crypto, well, the cryptocurrency has to settle, boom, in an instant. It has to settle quickly, and that is exactly what XRP does specifically. And then he also just highlights here support for crypto and bank transfers. Choose from over 160 cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, and streamline payments with Rocket Fuel's support for popular wallets. So, even though they're saying choose from over 160 cryptocurrencies, we only do see Bitcoin and Ethereum listed here. Nevertheless, guys, an interesting update just demonstrating, I think, where crypto payments are going to move in the future. All this basically telling us the same thing. These payments, whether it's crypto or fiat, everything's going to be running on blockchain technology, DLT settlements, and all these companies are involved. Many of them are already Ripple partners. So wanted to thank Dark Horse there for posting that. Mr. Man here on Twitter also mentioned this with regards to Thunes, another confirmed Ripple partner, and their connection to the China Construction Bank, guys. They're collaborating for cross-border payments. Now, this came out last week, but it is interesting to note the role of blockchain in banking, guys. This document here, Future Prospects of Cross-Border Payments. And here, guys, this is what was spotlighted from this OMFIF document. By consolidating liquidity to service international payments from many disjointed international nostro accounts into one XRP pool, respondent banks allocate less total liquidity to service the same volume of global payments. The bank only has to hold its domestic currency and maintain one account with XRP, with only enough XRP to service its largest expected payment obligation. The process minimizes the number of intermediaries and their markup on spreads. Okay, so this was from the OMF document from the CCB University in China. And now we have this, guys, from just a week ago. China Construction Bank is partnering with Ripple partner Thunes. So this is a big deal. Thunes, the global B2B payment infrastructure platform, and China Construction Bank, a leading commercial bank in China, have announced their partnership to collaborate in cross-border payments. With this new relationship, Thunes will support the bank to enable international payment acceptance for Chinese small to medium-sized businesses and introduce outbound cross-border payments for CCB's customers, with both products expected to be launched in 2024. So we're seeing slowly but surely through the back door more Ripple integration into China, not directly integrated with. I mean, we've never actually seen a partnership where Ripple or where China has said, "Yeah, we're partnering with you, Ripple," with the official handshake, on state-run media and all that stuff. But through all these other connections, all these other partnerships, we're slowly seeing this Chinese integration of RippleNet into the country. Back in June of 2023, Thunes did inaugurate its office in Beijing and deepened its commitment to empowering Chinese businesses and customers with faster and more affordable transactions with key international markets. So the Chinese Construction Bank, one of their major banks, providing customers with comprehensive financial services, including corporate finance businesses, personal finance, business and treasury, and assessment management businesses, with 14,356 banking outlets and 352,000 staff members. Guys, the bank serves 739 million people in China. Well, China is a big country population-wise. Guys, we've also got this from LS Trade here on Twitter. Standard Chartered, another Ripple partner, is launching a new project with Zodia in Hong Kong. So more news from a Ripple partner coming from the Asia Pacific region. Here we have Zodia Custody. They are a crypto security firm owned by British banking giant Standard Chartered, and they're launching their services in Hong Kong specifically. There's also been a lot of partner news coming out of Hong Kong with regard to the XRP ledger creating a CBDC for Hong Kong and also tokenizing real estate projects in Hong Kong on the XRP ledger. Well, now we have Standard Chartered, guys, partnering with Zodia Custody, and this is opening up in Hong Kong as well. Julian Sawyer, CEO of Zodia, said that Hong Kong was a market where demand for crypto is driven by institutions rather than retail customers. So that's the other thing, guys. The institutions is where the money's at. So you can see why, these bigger companies like Standard Chartered, they're one of the bigger ones, why they would want to get into that market and partner with a crypto custody firm for that big money to custody big crypto investments. The Hong Kong government and the regulators see digital assets as the future and also want Hong Kong to be a hub. Zodia has been expanding aggressively in Asia. Indeed, the company opened its services in Japan, Singapore, and Australia in recent months. It is part owned by Standard Chartered as well as Northern Trust and Japan's SBI Holdings. So there's another Ripple connection there through SBI Holdings with this crypto custody launch in Hong Kong. And guys, here's another quote. What we're seeing is that there's absolutely clients in all of those four markets who want to do things. We also see a lot of other clients and prospects outside of the four jurisdictions that want to come in on the international side. So Hong Kong increasingly warming to crypto assets, specifically for institutional money. So guys, big money coming into Hong Kong. In this particular Ripple partner, Standard Chartered, they're looking to catch some of that business through Zodia, which by extension does have ties to another big Ripple partner, SBI Holdings. So huge news there. Wanted to thank LS Trade on Twitter for posting that. DJ Peter Vass also bringing us this, guys. Crypto custody provider Atato confirms integration with the Cronos chain. So this connected to the XRP ledger as well. Atato is integrating with both Cronos chain, an EVM compatible chain developed by the Cosmos SDK and the XRP ledger. So making sure it's interoperable. This alliance focuses on Ateto's Bring Your Own Chain network. Join the conversation here. There is a conference that is happening November the 14th where integrations like these will likely be a significant point of discussion. The integration eradicates the coding process to protect and support tokens across both EVM and non-EVM sidechains. It also addresses the prevalent industry challenge of restricted asset backing, providing enhanced security, flexibility, and operational efficacy. So gives you guys a little bit more detail down here. Web3 builders, startups, developers, SMEs who are linked to the XRP ledger and Cronos ecosystems are going to be present there. And here's a quote: "The escalating demand for users to safeguard their tokens across multiple chains and manage them via a singular user interface cannot be overlooked." So again, the need for interoperability here. And I'm just happy, the creators, David Schwartz, had thought about this from the beginning, running the XRP, making sure the XRP ledger was interoperable. With Ateto's BYOC feature, we've streamlined the process, allowing any project or institution to effortlessly support any blockchain or token with just one click. So we're seeing this more integration, guys, on the XRP ledger and the Cronos chain, respectively. So great news there. Wanted to thank DJ Peter Vass for posting that. It all has to be interoperable, guys, because at the end of the day, global payments are going to be going through these blockchains. United Nations Implementation Handbook has said too about interoperable payment solutions specifically, this one courtesy of ISO 20022. Let's do it now. This was an older document. I had not seen this. Project Migration and Remittance Portfolio. So this is from about a year ago, but guys, directly from the UN. And get this, guys, outlining Ripple as an example here. How much does it cost to implement a domestic interoperability or regional interoperability solution? This is what they were asking last year, whether the investment in such a solution may improve or not the flow and termination of inbound remittance and digital channels. And then they outline some examples here from experience of different countries, especially those where FSPs have integrated with global payment networks and international hubs such as Ripple, MFS Africa, Thunes, and TerraPay. So all Ripple-enabled companies, and Ripple specifically, they provide a cost analysis tool allowing governments to assess the cost of implementing a domestic interoperability or regional interoperability solution. So boom goes the dynamite, guys, mentioning Ripple and a slew of Ripple partners, namely MFS Africa, Thunes, and TerraPay, coming directly from the United Nations Capital Development Fund. Request for proposal and interoperability front and center. Of course, this is why we're seeing more development, more avenues to keep fostering that interoperability, because we got to remember too, right? More cryptocurrencies are being created, more applications are being created for new things. And so the XRP ledger developers cannot just sit on their laurels, sit back and say, okay, we've done our job, that's it. The XRP ledger will run fine and dandy from here on out. No, it's going to be about continuing to develop, because from where it stands today, it's looking as though XRP can in fact handle a lot of these transactions. There are going to be other coins though that other companies want to use and different chains. So to prevent the possibility of XRP being cut off from the world, the developers will have to keep going, guys, and that's exactly what they're doing. Why do you think Ripple keeps courting new university grads to keep developing on the XRP ledger at a price of 56.5 cents today? Again, we are still at the ground level of something very, very special. That is just my opinion, though. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.